Hi Clayton, we are going to draw another flower. We're going to do another wildflower study. We're going to draw one of my favorite flowers that, again, I think it pops up in the mid-summer time, so keep an eye out for this one. This is called a lupine flower. It's pretty different looking compared to a lot of flowers we see out there. So I want you to follow along with me. We're kind of making a wildflower collage on these last few days together before summer comes. So draw along with me. Again, I would recommend colored pencils if you have them. Otherwise, crayons will work just fine too. Okay, so on this side of your paper, we are going to draw a stem. Let's have it come up from the side over here. So it's kind of off the paper. We're going to draw a stem going about right here. It doesn't have to be super straight. There can be kind of a curve in there. And then we'll make it a little thicker. So I'm going to start right here, a little point, and then carefully, just like with your black-eyed Susans over here, we'll make a thin rectangular shaped stem for our flower petals. Okay, we're just going to concentrate on this part right now, and then we'll try this leaf in a little bit. So the flower petals, if you look at the shape of a lupine, it kind of has almost like a Christmas tree shape. So the petals are really small at the top, and then they get a little bigger as they go towards the bottom. So we're going to start at the top, and we're going to just make little oval shapes that connect to the stem. And they're going to be touching. And as you get further down, they just get bigger. Some of them can kind of stay the same for a little bit, and then they start to just get bigger. Make sure you're bringing that oval shape back to the stem. Oh, that one's kind of small. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. We'll do one more big one. And I'm going to go back up here and just make a teeny tiny one in the middle. Almost looks kind of like a fern leaf too. Anyway, we'll color these in shortly. Now we're going to try this leaf. Pretty unique leaf. So how we're going to do this leaf, we're going to put it right off to the side right here. They're a little lower than the actual flower petals. I'm going to have you put a little dot right there. And then from this dot, I want you to make kind of a pointy, ovally, leafy shape. And then you're going to rotate your picture. And again, if I'm going too fast, feel free to pause. Rotate your art book around. And we'll try to get, 5 to 8 petals in there. And we're always coming back to that dot. I'm going to try to squeeze in 6. All right, try that. And then if you notice, the stem goes, I think it branches off towards the root, towards the bottom of the flower. So we're going to pretend we're just going to have it follow the other stem. And we won't even connect it. Okay, so colored pencils or crayons. Woo! We'll start with the green, and whatever shades you have. If you want to use more than one shade, that's cool. Kind of like we did the stems over here, I want you to outline and push down hard with your crayon or colored pencil. Push down hard and lightly color in the inside. So we're just exploring how to change pressure when we use crayons or colored pencils. Pushing down hard and then lightly. I like to try to color in the same direction when I'm doing like a leaf, going back and forth in one direction. Alright, and then with your stem, kind of the same thing where you outline, and then if it's a thin stem, you know, just kind of coloring that in nice and solid. Same thing over here. Do our stems first, and then we'll get on to the color of the flower. So we're gonna do purple, but if you have different shades of blue, I have a purple, I'm gonna use a lighter shade of blue, and if you have a little pink, some lupine flowers, there's different colors, but even with the purple ones, you see a little pink, a watercolor painting here, a little pink at the top. So with this, let's primarily use your purple colored pencil or crayon, and what I want you to do is just color in, but it doesn't have to be super solid unless you just want it to be just purple. You can color it in super solid, but what I'm doing here is I'm just using that circle motion that we talked about when we did the center of our flowers for the last week's lesson, but I'm just adding mostly purple, but then I'm going to take my other colors and I'm going to fill in, kind of do a little blending so it has a little different shade in there. So you can play around. It's nice to start with the pink and then go to the light blue, and then if you have a dark blue, kind of end towards the bottom with the darker colors, darker shades. And then definitely pushing down around the edges will make that darker purple too. Kind of make it a little more interesting, a little more realistic. And just have fun with blending colors. Again, I'm doing all my purple first, and then I'm going to come back with my blue. This is a very dark blue. Just taking the time and filling in that white space. Okay. All right. So hopefully there's some room on your paper. We'll do another flower next week. And yeah, good job. I'll see you later.